Hey everybody, welcome back to the Curmudge. This week we're going to be installing a Nordic Basic 130 oil drip stove that we purchased from our friends Adam and Phyllis from Alaska Cut the Cord, and Adam helped me install this nice flue that you see going up. I knew he had experience doing it, so I asked him to give me a hand. Okay, so this is the basic unit. This is a 130. It puts out roughly 13,000 BTU, and that's enough to heat about a 500 square foot building that is well insulated. It only weighs about 20 pounds, and it uses a 4-inch flue. The unit is pretty compact. It only measures 22 tall by 14 diameter. This unit is actually pretty economical. It'll burn between 0.053 and 0.150 gallons per hour. So if I just keep it at a low setting and only turn it up when I need to be working out there, this thing should only burn maybe 200 gallons of diesel a year, if that. But anyways, let's get on with the show. And make sure you stay tuned to the very end for a special message. Alright, I think I found my hose that I needed. And of course I don't have a knife on me. Back a minute, guys. Alright, I passed my hose through. Where did I put my hose? Okay. Here we go. And that's secured. I built the stand for the oil tank ahead of time. I figured you guys didn't want to watch me build that. Yep. This was the old diesel tank at the Yanmar. And now it's good. Just not pretty. So this is the fill. There's tape on there, plastic. It's plastic. It has a little bit of diesel in it already. I had been heating my shop with a Weber diesel heater. It's just not enough. I need something that's more consistent and doesn't draw power. The Nordic stoves use gravity to feed the fuel to the system. The tank is about 18 inches above the fuel inlet. The nice thing about the Nordic oil drip stoves is they are a set it and forget it system. You just really got to make sure that it keeps fuel in there. But when it only burns a gallon a day, 55-gallon drum's going to last you quite some time. In this section here, I'm attaching the fuel filter onto the system, and that is a fuel water separator. That. Pocket. What I'm putting on here is called Blue Monster Pipe Thread Sealant. Got that from Adam from the last cut the cord. My bung tool. Okay. Unfortunately, I think I got that too level. So I might have to jack it up. Adam was telling me keep a little bit of a pitch on it. That way there, any water goes to the back and doesn't go into the pickup. Though I do have a water separator on there. Easy enough to do. Doesn't have to be very high. Now we've got to run our copper pipe. Okay, so I just set down the other part of the tool. There it is. That ticking you're hearing is a Weber diesel heater that's running in there to keep the shop warm while I'm working. So what you're doing is you put it in there and it's flush with the top of this, and you start cranking this down and it's cone shaped. And it flares it out for you. And that's what gives you your seating on the lines. I put in about 10 gallons of diesel to what was already in there, just as a test run to see how long it lasts. Alright, so when I'm ready, I've got to turn this valve here, but I need to go inside and check everything to make sure I have it set up right. Alright, so everything's hooked up, nothing's leaking. Need to see if we start getting fuel in here. Probably can't see with my fat head in the way, so. I gotta make sure I turn it all the way up. Good morning. It's time to light the stove for the first time to see how it goes. It's currently 15 degrees outside, so I'm going to bring a thermometer in here and see how quickly this warms up. Let's get the light in the stove. This is the Nordic Basic 130, and this is the carburetor system for it. Once you have all your plumbing done, fuel in the tank, it's time to get this thing fired up. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to leave your carburetor, I think around 3. Basically, if you turn it all the way this way, it turns it off, and then you adjust the temperature up here. You come over here on your first fire up, or after it's been sitting for a while, and you'll see there's a little lever right in here. You're gonna lift that up. I think it is a magnet float in there, or the float has a magnet on it. Adam was explaining it to me, I can't remember exactly, but it lifts it up so the oil can flow down this tube, then over here, and then into the inside of the stove to drip the oil. Once you have the flow going, you need to drop a piece of burning cardboard or something like that inside the stove, and you'll see that here momentarily, and get the oil lit. Alright. Take our cap off. Let's see if we're getting any fuel in here yet. It just happens to be that I got a little bit here from when I was setting it up. So help add it a little bit. It is coming out, I can see it. And now we'll take a little piece of cardboard that I got diesel on, and that didn't work, did it? Now it should catch. So we're gonna put this on there so we don't smoke ourselves out. The flue is cold, so it's gonna take a little bit to get it going. I can see fire going in there. Let me check, make sure we're level still. We're good and level. I can hear it starting to trying to take off. So we're gonna let this go for a little bit and see how it goes. I'll bring you guys back in a little while. And this stovetop, believe it or not, you can actually cook on that. It does get hot enough. They actually have different models of this that have a cage around it, and you actually put a pot of water inside a little bit so it's protected and won't fall over. Yes, I do have a fan system on this, and this is one of the ones that runs off a thermal generator. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Can you hear it? That's the fire. Don't forget, we'll be having a special live on Thanksgiving Day with Alone in remote Alaska and Adam and Phyllis from Alaska Cut the Cord. So feel free to drop into the live with us and hang out. Each of us will have a live stream going from our own channels, so make sure you bounce around and check them all out, give thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and make sure you comment on those lives as well. We do not want to see anybody spending the holidays alone. That's part of the reason why we do this. That way there, everybody has a chance to chat with other people instead of sitting at home alone. The holidays are extremely hard for a lot of people that suffer from depression. And if you have that issue, jump into the chat with us, chat with us. If we can't make the chat and you're having issues, drop one of us an email. We will respond. Well, that's it for this week, guys. You have a great day. We'll see you on the next one, and we hope to see you on the Thanksgiving Day Live. You have a great day. Bye for now.